go off our North Atlantic coast and taking over Greenland, and it's got to stop. It's got to stop right here with all of us. So look, this isn't a time for big speeches, and I don't want to do that. But I want you to know I stand with all of you, and I want you to know that we have had one of the worst years in American history under this president. The damage that he has done, the way he has taken down our democratic principles, the rule of law, our institutions, defunded the things that we care about. It's been one thing after another. It has not been an easy year. And 2026 is starting out just as hard. But it's going to take all of us doing what you do so vigilantly every Saturday, speaking up, fighting back, and saying this is not the way we want our country run. We do not want this money spent in our name. We do not want these decisions made in our name. And we are going to keep fighting back every day until they are gone. And don't underestimate your power. You can see you've already made a difference. And I just want to say two things that happened this week that were good things. Well, maybe three. Number one, we had a discharge petition on the Affordable Care Act tax credits, and it passed in the House. Now that means it still has to pass in the Senate, but that means for all the people who had to drop their health insurance because it costs 3 times as much, because this damn president wants to spend more money on a ballroom than he will on your health care. We're making progress. We got 17 Republicans to vote on that. Now, they didn't vote necessarily just out of the goodness of their heart, although I do believe that many of them believe that this is the right thing to do. But they also know that this is a president who is illegitimate and not doing the right thing, and they no longer want to take votes in his name. So the more votes we can get that way, the more they can be pressured to do the right thing, the more likely we are to start turning things around. It also shows the great power of the people's support in their districts, because in all those 17 districts, people were getting on the phones and calling up and saying, I don't like what you're doing, here's what's happening in my healthcare, and it's got to stop today. We won the War Powers vote in Venezuela in the Senate. So we are saying, no, you cannot do this without congressional action, and don't you dare go into another country, whether it's Cuba or Greenland or anywhere else, without the permission of Congress. And the fact that we got that through in the Senate means we have a better chance in the House, and it'll come up on January 23rd because it's a privileged resolution. It takes us a little while. And the last thing is a personal thing that I did, and I'm just really proud of it, and I know it'll matter to some people in the Mid-Coast. I'm the ranking member of the Interior Environment Subcommittee on Appropriations. It's a funny little name, but it means we control some of the funding on things that many of us care about, like the EPA and the Department of Interior and tribal funding and all of the arts. And there was a provision that Bayer tried to slip into that bill, Section 453, on pesticide preemption, to say that no state could regulate against glyphosate and no labels could go on the canisters saying there were health hazards. And these big sneaky corporations try to do that all the time. And you know what? Thanks to everybody making phone calls, we got it out, and they did it. Just to be clear, they were at the Supreme Court yesterday arguing their case, so I don't want to pretend that I've won every battle. But each one of those fights that we win gets us closer to our goal. We will take over Congress in November this year. We will get rid of this president. We will subpoena him to the extent of the law, and we will get back to a rule of law in a democratic country that we believe in. But we won't do it without all of you, and you are all the foundation of what makes change. I am so proud of you. I'm old enough to have been a Vietnam War protester and know all the words to have blown in the wind. I know you are my people, but I also know we are the people to save this country. So thank you. I'm so honored and proud to be with all of you today.
Can we hear it for Representative Pingree and what she's doing? Two phrases there. One was power of the people and stop. And I want to maybe teach you a little trick today that we haven't done before. So repeat after me. Ain't no power.
Ain't no power.
Like the power of the people.
Like the power of the people.
Because the power of the people.
Like the power of the people.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Let's say it now. Ain't
no power like the power of the people.
Because the power of the people don't stop. Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people. Like the power of the people don't